My child, I want to speak to you about the hour when your eyes open without permission, when the room is quiet but the thoughts are loud, when your chest is tight and your mind is sprinting and the clock glows an accusing blue. I am there in that thin place between night and morning. I see the way your hand reaches for your phone or for a justification or for a strategy because the silence feels like a summons to fix everything before dawn. I see the story that starts playing without you pressing play. Something has been taken from you without your full awareness of the taking, your peace, your rest, the gentle beginning of your day. The theft happens at 3 a.m., but it spends the currency at 9 a.m. and 2 p.m. and again at dusk. And I am here to tell you it is not random, not punishment, not the universe grading you. It is an invitation you did not recognize, an appointment I am keeping to interrupt the spiral and to reorder what comes next. I am not here to shame you for being awake. It is not failure, it is not weakness, it is not a lack of faith. I know what the voice in your head says about you in the dark. I have heard it, I have heard it. It speaks like a judge, but it is only a narrator trained by fear. We will name it and replace it. For now, receive this. Your 3 a.m. thoughts are not a verdict over your life. They are an invitation to let me interrupt the spiral and reorder what comes next. Stop wrestling. Let me reorder your morning in divine timing. My timing is not delay. It is protection and alignment. It is the placing of each concern in its right hour, the unclenching of your night so dawn can arrive escorted by peace instead of driven by dread. This is the sequence I will teach you. Thought to truth, to breath, to prayer, to plan. When the intrusive thought arrives, you do not tighten. You replace it with anchoring truth. When your body braces, you release through breath. When prayer turns into spinning, you surrender. And the plan, the actual steps, awaits the morning because order is worship and sequence is safety. If you receive this, whisper it now. I refuse the wrestle. I receive your order. When you wake again at 3 a.m., do not strap on control. Open your hands and say, "Interrupt me, Lord." And I will meet you there, and I will begin returning what was taken, your peace, your rest, and the gentle beginning of your day. My child, listen to me. The voice that wakes you at 3 a.m. borrows your cadence, mimics your logic, and wears your memories like a mask. And because it sounds like you treat it like truth. The voice says you are behind. The voice says you missed your window. The voice says this feeling in your chest is proof that something is fatally wrong. The voice says you must solve it now, or you will lose what matters most. I have heard it. I have heard it. And I tell you plainly, that narrator is not your true self. It is a trained voice of fear, trained by old seasons where vigilance felt like safety, trained by a world that measures worth by output, trained by unresolved pressure that learned to speak at night because you are finally quiet enough to hear it. At 3 a.m., the amplifier is turned up on distorted certainty. Problems feel larger than they are. I feel farther than I am. The future feels fixed in a single bleak direction. Your nervous system calls this wisdom, but it is only alarm. It is only the old sentinel doing what it has always done, scanning for threat and mistaking its own adrenaline for insight. You know the patterns. Rumination that circles the same thought until it frays. Catastrophizing that writes disaster as the only ending. Replaying conversations and assigning motives you cannot know. Scanning your finances line by line as if numbers can bless you. Rechecking symptoms and search results until peace is exiled. Carrying responsibility for other people's feelings, choices, and outcomes as if you were the sun holding their orbit together. Hear me. Discernment is not panic. Conviction is not condemnation. Wisdom is not urgency. Responsibility is not omnipotence. The voice confuses these pairings so that control can masquerade as care, so that shame can masquerade as holiness, so that urgency can masquerade as obedience. I am not surprised by this cycle, and I do not despise you for it. I know the particular wounds that made watchfulness feel holy and stopping feel dangerous. But that voice is not your identity. You are not the sum of your alarms. You are mine, and we will name the narrator so we can replace it. Thought to truth, fear to peace, urgency to order, until the mask falls and your true self rests in me. My child, hear me. The struggle you enter at 3 a.m. feels holy because it borrows the words of stewardship and prayer and maturity, and it wears the garments of concern, and it pretends to be obedience, but it does not bear the fruit of obedience. It does not give you clarity. It drains you. It does not yield courage. It thins you. It does not produce peace that guards you. It produces exhaustion that accuses you. Late-night mental labor masquerades as righteousness when it is often only rehearsed control with religious language attached to it. I am calling this what it is: a hidden theology of control that says salvation is achieved by your vigilance, that outcomes depend on your endless pre-solving, that virtue equals anticipatory strain. The world you live in taught you this liturgy: value measured by solving, planning, outperforming, anticipating, and especially doing it in secret at 3 a.m. so no one can accuse you of slacking. But that is a counter-theology of worth. It reveres your output as your identity. It trains you to equate love with labor and safety with sleeplessness. I did not design you for that. Your rest is not weakness. It is not laziness. It is not irresponsibility. It is not a failure of faith. Your rest is alignment with design, a confession that I am God and you are not, a practiced returning to the order I wove into creation. Wrestling feels like faith because it feels active, and surrender feels like failure because it feels like nothing. But hear me. Wrestling at 3 a.m. is often an attempt to become your own savior. Surrender is the actual act of faith. You say, but if I stop thinking about it, everything will fall apart. I have heard it. I have heard it. And I answer you with my authority. I sustain what you release. I keep watch while you sleep. I hold the edges you cannot see, and I order the moments you cannot reach. Put the problem back into my hands and let the night be night. Do not rush me with urgency dressed as obedience. Lay it down, open your hands, breathe, and let trust be your action. In the morning we will plan in order, but in the night you will be kept by me. My child, I designed the night as a sanctuary, not a courtroom. I set a boundary between light and darkness and called it good. And within that rhythm I wove chemistry and sequence and mercy. Your body slows, your brain repairs, your memories sort and store. Your spirit is held while the world grows quiet. When I rested on the seventh day, I was not tired, I was teaching. When I called you to come away and rest, I was not suggesting a luxury, I was inviting alignment. When my son withdrew to lonely places, when he slept in the storm with waves still raging and disciples still learning trust, he was not neglecting reality, he was honoring design. Night is a healing environment, a chamber where I restore, where I keep watch, where you are unburdened from carrying the universe for a few holy hours. At 3 a.m., your nervous system is tender. The sentinel is awake while your reasoning is dimmed. The body scans for danger and interprets unresolved fear as immediate threat. Cortisol can rise near dawn to prepare you to wake. And if fear has been rehearsed, that rise feels like doom instead of readiness. The alarm confuses you, your breath shortens, your jaw tightens, and the narrator you met in the last hour takes the microphone and declares a trial. But this is not the hour for interrogation. It is the hour for repair. You do not become wise by cross-examining your life when your biology is primed for vigilance. You become wise by returning to the order I gave. Release, receive, be kept. And so let me define rest by what it is not, so you can find what it is. It is not escapism that numbs you with noise. It is not collapse that arrives only after you burn yourself to the ground. It is not doom scrolling that bathes your eyes in light and your mind in chaos while calling it unwinding. It is not productive rest that secretly performs and grades itself. Rest is the intentional yielding of your body and mind into my keeping. It is the genuine stillness that makes room for me to restore what the day drew down. Hear me. I am not disappointed that you are awake. I am inviting you to return to what I designed this hour to do. Restore you. Let the room be a sanctuary again. Let the questions wait for the sun. Let breath lengthen and shoulders fall, and the weight you are not meant to carry slide back into my hands. Thought to truth, to breath to prayer, and the plan will have its morning. When you stop interrogating your life at 3 a.m., you step back into the rhythm I built for you, and I meet you there, keeping watch, ordering your dawn while you rest in me. My child, now we practice the first movement of the sequence I gave you. When the thought arrives, do not argue with it. Do not debate it. Do not build a case or cross-examine your own soul. Name it, then replace it. Diagnostic, then declarative. Say, I notice this thought, not I am this thought. Say, this is fear speaking, not this is truth deciding. And then speak what is true, short, steady, uncluttered. Because you do not win at 3 a.m. by thinking harder. You win by replacing the lie with the truth that re-anchors your inner world. Let me give you the exchange. Whisper it as liturgy in the dark. Lie. If I don't solve this now, I'll lose everything. Truth. What is for me will not require panic to keep it. Lie. You are late. You missed your timing. Truth. My timing is not fragile, and I am not rushed. Lie. This feeling means something is wrong with you. Truth. A feeling is a signal, not a sentence. Lie. You must carry everyone. Truth. You are not the foundation. My presence is. I have heard every version of these lines. I have heard them, and I am not asking you to outsmart them. I am asking you to outspeak them with what is real. Panic does not preserve. Rushing does not redeem. Condemnation does not clarify. Control does not keep. Keep your replacements brief so your nervous system can receive them. A sentence, not a speech. A steady breath, not a scramble. Anchor them in me. I keep what you entrust. I order what you release. I interpret what you feel. I uphold those you love. Say it now as a declaration and let your body hear your mouth agree with me. Type, my peace is not fragile. Type, God's timing is not rushed. Let that be your comment and your confession. Like, subscribe and share this with the one who keeps vigil in the dark, because you are building a new habit of night. And when the lie circles back, do not escalate. Repeat the truth. When it raises its volume, do not match it. Lower yours and speak again. Thought to truth. Again and again. This is how you change the narrator, not with punishment, but with replacement. Not with striving, but with steadying. Not with endless analysis, but with the practiced sentence that tells your soul what is real. I am here. I am here. Speak my truth and let your inner world find its anchor. My child, now we move from the mind to the body, because peace is not only an idea you agree with, it is an environment your body must enter. Your nervous system has been holding the night like a shield, and it needs a gentler instruction than argument. This is the second replacement. When your body tightens, you do not fight the thought. You release the frame. Safety must be signaled, not just stated. I designed you this way. Begin with the smallest gates. Unclench your jaw, let your tongue rest heavy, let your teeth part, let your brow loosen. Drop your shoulders and feel them surrender into the bed. Let the weight go where gravity wants to carry it. Soften your belly, no bracing, no guarding, and notice that when the belly softens, the breath finds room. Open your hands, literally open them, uncurl the fingers, let the palms rest upward as if to say, I am not gripping, I am receiving. These are not theatrics, they are signals. Your body speaks safety to your mind, and the mind quiets when the body stops bracing. Now the breath. Inhale slowly through your nose and whisper, I receive. Exhale longer than you inhaled and whisper, I release. Inhale, peace. Exhale, control. Inhale, your keeping. Exhale, my clutching. Let the exhale be a soft descent, longer, lower, slower. This is not self-help. This is cooperation with the design I put in you. Breath as the bridge back to trust. Body as the doorway out of the spiral. If a thought knocks, do not rise to answer. Return to the breath. If the narrator raises its volume, do not match it. Lower yours and exhale again. I am here. I am here. I keep watch while you breathe. With every release, your spirit makes more room to hear me, and what feels like nothing is worship, and what sounds like a whisper is formation. Save this moment for the nights you wake again. Share it with the one who keeps vigil in the dark. Type, I receive, I release, and let your body learn what your soul is hearing. I am here, and your breath is your way back to me. My child, now we come to the third replacement. After truth steadies the thought and breath releases the brace, prayer must not become the place where worry puts on church clothes. Prayer is not a longer version of anxiety. Prayer is not rehearsed catastrophe with amen added at the end. Prayer is transfer, moving what is too heavy for you into the hands that were always meant to carry it. Prayer is the act by which you stop being your own keeper and let me keep you. In the dark, you do not need paragraphs. You need a door you can find with your eyes closed. Use this. Father, I give you what I cannot hold. Cover what I cannot control. Speak what I cannot see. I receive your peace. Whisper it on the exhale. Let the words be few and the trust be large. This is not performance, this is surrender, and surrender is the most practical form of faith. I will also give you a 3-sentence prayer you can repeat each night. First, name it honestly. Father, here is the thing keeping me awake. Say it plain. Second, release it specifically. I place this into your hands. I refuse to carry what is yours. Third, receive one promise. You restore my soul. I will dwell under your shadow and be still and know. Keep it simple, keep it real, keep it short enough for your body to follow. You will say, but I have prayed and still feel anxious. I have heard it. Peace sometimes arrives as a process, like seeds under soil before the green breaks through. Prayer is planting, not performance. You have planted, now stay with me while the roots take. Return to the breath. Return to the promise. Let your nervous system catch up to the truth your mouth just agreed with. Make this your declaration in the comments. Type, I release what I cannot control, like subscribe, and share this with the ones who keep vigil, because we are training your nights and therefore your mornings. I am here. I am here. In the quiet you are kept, and in the morning we will walk in order. My child, hear me. I do not only quiet your night, I reorder your morning. Peace in the dark is not the end of my work with you. Order at dawn is. Divine timing often looks like divine order, and order is a sequence, not a scramble. There are answers reserved for daylight because your body needs sleep, your mind needs the horizon, and your spirit needs renewal to carry what I will give. I could speak everything at 3 a.m., but I love you too much to load you when your strength is low. I speak enough to settle you, and I hold the rest for the hour that can bear it. Let me define this boundary so you can rest inside it. Urgency is not guidance. Pressure is not prophecy. Insomnia is not instruction. The clock glowing beside you is not an oracle. Panic does not make a word more true. Peace is the language of my leading, and sequence is the shape of my timing. So here is your holy sentence to close the loop. Not now, tomorrow with God. Say it as a benediction to your thoughts. Not now, tomorrow with God. You are not abandoning responsibility. You are appointing it to its rightful hour. Now we install a divine cue. Capture the concern, one line, not a speech. Place it with me. Father, I deposit this into your hands for morning order. Then release, return to breath, return to keeping. Choose a morning time, after you wake gently, after water, after a brief stillness, and meet me there. I will bring back what you entrusted without the poison of panic, and we will sort it by light. What is mine to carry? What is yours to do? What is no longer needed? The plan is not to forget the issue. The plan is to hold it in a different order. You will say, if I wait, I will lose momentum. I have heard it. Night momentum births disorder. Morning order births momentum that keeps. What you stop forcing at night, I will place rightly in the morning. Type, not now, tomorrow with God. Like, subscribe, and share this with one who wrestles at 3 a.m. because thought to truth to breath to prayer makes room for the plan at dawn with me. I am here. I am here. Your morning is being reordered. My child, peace becomes repeatable when you follow a sequence. I am giving you a protocol you can run in the dark, low barrier, 2 to 3 minutes per movement, simple enough to find when you are tired, strong enough to change your waking. Step 1 is thought. Identify the headline of the spiral in one sentence. Not a paragraph, not a pile-on, not a court transcript. Say it plainly. The headline is money worry, or the headline is that conversation, or the headline is fear of being late. Name it and stop. 2 minutes is enough to locate the title without inviting the chorus. Step 2 is truth. Speak one replacement truth out loud, singular, anchored, not a sermon in your head. You keep what I entrust. Your timing is not rushed. A feeling is a signal, not a sentence. One sentence, steady voice. If the lie circles, repeat the truth, do not expand it. 2 minutes. Step 3 is breath. 6 slow breaths. Unclench your jaw, drop your shoulders, soften your belly. Place a hand on your chest as a signal of comfort and presence. Let the other hand open. Inhale gently through the nose. I receive. Exhale longer. I release. 6 cycles is enough to tell your nervous system you are safe while I keep watch. Step 4 is prayer. 3 sentences. Father, here is what keeps me awake. Say it plain. I place this into your hands and refuse to carry what is yours. Give me what I need to sleep. Keep what I cannot control. Ask for sleep, not total life resolution. 2 minutes. Step 5 is plan. Write one line in your notes. Tomorrow at 9 a.m., I will address X with God. Then close the phone. Say the boundary again. Not now, tomorrow with God. Return to breath. Let the room be a sanctuary. Why this works? It interrupts rumination from stealing your morning, and it retrains your body to associate waking with returning to me, not escalating into self-keeping. Repetition becomes formation. Formation becomes freedom. I am here. I am here. Run the sequence and be kept. Meet me in the morning and we will order the day. Type, God, reorder my morning. Like, subscribe, and share this with the one who wakes at 3 a.m. because thought to truth to breath to prayer to plan is how your night is kept and your morning is protected. My child, sometimes sleep does not return on command. The sequence is run, the breath is slow, the prayer is simple, and still your eyes remain open in the dark. Hear me. This is not failure. It is not proof you did it wrong. It is not a sign that peace has passed you by. Your rest is not graded by minutes alone, but by posture, and I am teaching you a posture that refuses the wrestle even when wakefulness lingers. If the bed becomes a battlefield, make the room a sanctuary. Keep the lights low, warm and dim, not blue and bright. Do not reach for the scroll. Do not invite the flood. Sit in a chair or on the edge of the bed with a blanket around your shoulders and return to the breath. Inhale, I receive. Exhale, I release. Run a gentle body scan, jaw, shoulders, belly, hands. Invite each place to soften. Repeat a short phrase that anchors you, not a speech. I am here, you are kept. I am here, you are kept. Put on quiet scripture audio or a soft worship refrain at low volume. No drums for the sprinting mind, only the river that moves without hurry. Let the words wash you instead of you working the words. Set a holy boundary against the counterfeits. Do not solve problems in bed. Do not check messages just this once. Do not open spreadsheets, budgets, calendars, or articles researching symptoms in the night. These teach your brain that night is for labor, and they mortgage your morning to fear. If a task insists, capture a single line, tomorrow with God at 9 a.m., then close the device and say it aloud. Not now, tomorrow with God. Staying awake in peace is still victory. The aim is not perfect sleep. The aim is a protected heart and a morning that is no longer hijacked. Even here you may stop. Even now you may receive. This is a micro-Sabbath in the dark, and I am with you in it. I am here. I am here. Type, I refuse the wrestle. I hold the night gently. Like, subscribe and share this with the one who lies awake, because even when sleep delays, peace need not. My child, receive this commissioning. You have learned a new sequence, and it is now yours. From thought to truth, from truth to breath, from breath to prayer, from prayer to plan. The old script told you to tighten and wrestle and solve. The new script invites you to release and receive and be kept, and then to meet me in the morning where order belongs. What used to steal your dawn will now become the doorway where I meet you with calm and clarity. You are being retrained to wake in trust. Hear me as I name you rightly. You are not your insomnia. You are not your anxiety. You are not your unfinished list. You are not the narrator that performs at 3 a.m. You are my child, loved before productivity, held before performance, kept before outcomes. Your rest is not weakness. It is not laziness. It is not a failure of faith. Your rest is alignment with design, and your morning will no longer belong to fear. The first nights may feel awkward as your inner world recalibrates. Muscles that learn to brace will twitch before they soften. A sentinel that guarded too long will check the door again. That is not failure. That is formation in progress. Repetition is how bodies learn and souls remember. Each time you run the sequence, your nervous system hears you agree with me, and what was rehearsed panic becomes rehearsed peace. Keep it simple, keep it steady, keep returning. I am here, I am here. Now receive my blessing. I speak peace over your room. Let the night be a sanctuary and not a courtroom. I appoint wisdom to its hour, guidance with the sunrise, not pressure in the dark. I place strength as your portion for the day, measured enough for each step, not hoarded, not withheld. Angels keep watch while you sleep. Mercy will meet you when you wake. Order will greet you at the table. Not now. Tomorrow with God. Make these your declarations. Type, I will not wrestle at 3 a.m. Type, God is reordering my morning. Save this and return to it when you wake again. Let it be your liturgy in the dark. Like, subscribe, and share this with the one whose dawn has been hijacked. Wake differently, walk differently. I am here and I go before you.